Senior Spotlight interviews continue. LHS Tigers girls soccer player Nora Cruz. Here it is. Nora, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. The first question that I like to ask everybody is like, so it's soccer season right now. How'd you get involved in soccer?
I have been playing soccer since I was 5 years old. So I've been playing for 12 years.
12 years of soccer. What got you involved in it? Like parents, siblings?
I was playing rec soccer when I was really little because of my brother. And then I started with the UC United program because of April and JB Brock.
Oh, okay. So like it was just like friends basically.
Yep.
What's your favorite thing about soccer?
I just love that all of my closest friends play too with me. And so it's really fun to just build that bond every day at practice and through our games and stuff.
What position do you play?
I play right outside defense usually.
You like defense?
I do, yeah.
So like, like people say like the glory is in scoring goals or hitting home runs. Where do you find your glory on defense?
I know this year we've definitely been having more of an emphasis on just like our passing accuracy and just like working well as a defensive line. And I think we've done really well with that so far.
Why do you play the right side? Do they decide for any certain reason or?
I actually play the left. Sorry.
Oh, you play left.
I mean, I alternate between them, but I play usually on the left because that means the other team's right-footed players are on my side. So I have the tougher opponent usually.
Oh, okay. So it is based on like whether you're right or left-footed.
Sometimes,
like,
yeah.
Or the other team.
Mm-hmm.
What other sports do you play?
I just play soccer.
That's it?
Yep. My whole family runs, so I used to run, but soccer's for me.
You know what's funny? Most soccer players that I talk to don't really like running.
Yeah, I don't.
Who does? Like that's yeah, running's not fun unless you have a purpose. Like I mean,
Right.
obviously in soccer, you don't play basketball. You're 5'10" and a half, and you don't play basketball or volleyball.
I don't have that hand-eye coordination.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you walked in, I was like, "Whoa, she's tall." I was thinking like you were going to say basketball, but what do you like to do for fun, like outside of soccer?
I do a lot of art. I'm taking a lot of art classes, and I'm looking at going into art for school.
So. What kind of art?
Just all kinds of design. It's really broad right now, but probably like interior design or marketing and advertising and things like that.
So that's what you want to be when you grow up, an interior designer?
I don't know. It'll probably change, but
yeah. Where do you want to go to school?
I think I'll probably stay in Oregon or Washington.
What I mean, if you could go to any school in Oregon or Washington, what would it be?
I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna be applying to like the bigger schools like OSU and Portland State and things like that.
Nice. So you want to get out of LeGrand?
Yes, definitely.
It's gonna suck you back in. You know that, right?
We'll see.
It's a black hole. About that. It brings everybody back. So if you had your choice and you have to lose one of these, you either have to give up the internet for the rest of your life or heating and air conditioning. Which one are you giving up?
Do I get to live somewhere that's more temperate or do I have to stay here?
No, we're talking here. Yeah.
Oh boy. I'd say the internet.
Yeah, you almost have to here, right? With as extreme as our winters are and as hot as the summers. Awful. Yeah, you'd be miserable for sure. So for this soccer team this year, what's your personal goals and what's the team goals?
I know as a team we've all been really wanting, especially because we've all been playing together, at least all the seniors, we've been playing together since we were little, and we all want to win the state championship this year, which is a really big goal, but I think if we work hard for it, then we'll be able to do it. And that's probably my personal goal too, is just to be the best person I can be for our team so that we can win the state championship.
What's your favorite subject in school outside of art?
Art. Oh, well, that doesn't count?
Yeah, no. Like school subject. Art's a elective.
Right. I'd probably say science. I took advanced AP Bio last year, and I actually really liked it, even though it was a really hard class.
What do you like about it?
I'm also kind of interested in the medical field, so I think it's interesting to learn about. just how everything works, I guess.
Like
How
in the
life
human
is.
body?
Yeah, and then just biology.
It's definitely interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What about food-wise? Do you like pineapple on pizza?
I do. I
You
do.
do? Oh, you're one of them.
I'm not the biggest fan, but I'll eat it. Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Pesto pasta.
Pesto pasta? I haven't had much
Mm-hmm.
of that.
It's delicious.
Usually it's people say, if they're saying pasta, they're saying Alfredo. Like pesto pasta. I have had it. I just haven't had, I mean, haven't had it a lot of times, so I can't really make a judgment on it.
That's probably my favorite. Yeah.
If you could think of one thing since you've been in high school, you're a senior, like one memorable moment, what is it?
Just one.
Yeah. Narrow it down.
Well, recently, the soccer team went to Seaside, and that was probably one of the funnest trips that we've taken. And so it was just fun to be at the beach with everybody.
How long did you guys get to stay there?
We were just there for the day before our game, and then the morning before our game, and then we drove back after.
Oh, but still, you got to spend the day before hanging out with the girls, and with this soccer team. How's the camaraderie? How do you guys get along?
I think we get along pretty well for the most part. I mean, I think we're all like sisters to each other. So, there's always going to be a little bit of tension like sisters. But at the end of the day, we're all best friends, I think.
Well, and there's quite a discrepancy in age. I mean, there's a handful of freshmen on this team.
Right. And
so,
it's been interesting to just kind of work them in to the big group, but I think they've done really well with it, and I think they're just as close as us to the others. Sometimes
that's hard to make mesh, you know what I mean? Like if you're talking a 14-year-old compared to a 17-year-old, or that's it's tough sometimes. You got your phone with you?
I do.
Pull it out.
Oh boy.
It's nothing terrible. Just tell me what the last song is that you listened to.
Oh boy. It's sad. It's a sad song.
I mean, it is what it is.
It's Waiting Room by Phoebe Bridgers. That's actually like my favorite song. One of my favorite songs.
I don't think I've heard it. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So no sports outside of soccer. You like art.
Yes.
So let's touch back on the art thing. Like, what if you have free time, what kind of art are you doing? What do you like?
Last year I did a lot of painting, and this year, if I'm at school with free time during my free period, I have been working on pottery.
Oh, pottery. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
We have some really good potters in LeGrand.
Yeah, we do.
Some really good ones. Wall, Bob Jensen. I mean, some really good potters in this area.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Potters? I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is. If you had to choose one or the other, would you rather be in a coma for 10 years or in prison for 5?
Can I ask you the same question? I want to see what you would say first.
I mean, I'm going in prison for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to wake up in 10 years and not know what's going on and have, if I was your age, my friends would all have kids and families, and I wouldn't have never been there. At least in prison, you can write.
Right.
And you know what's going on. What about you?
I think I would take the coma. Not gonna lie.
Would you?
Yeah.
You're gonna just wait. You don't want to be hardened by prison?
Yeah. I don't think prison life is for me. I don't think so.
Hey, you might learn a couple things in there. You never know.
I guess we won't. We will never know.
Tropical beach or pool?
Tropical beach, absolutely.
Yeah, me too. I like the warm weather for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the hardest things about living in Oregon is like I lived on the west side for like 15 years, and then I lived here from the time I was 12 until college, and it's the winter times here are kind of miserable, man.
It is.
They're kind of depressing.
Definitely.
Okay, so a few more questions and then I'll get you out of here. If you could choose one superhero, who would you be?
I don't know. Probably the Hulk.
Why?
Well, actually, maybe Superman, because I would want to be able to fly.
Yeah, but if you're Superman, you have kryptonite.
Yeah, but when was the last time you saw kryptonite?
There's not very much of it, but I mean, everybody's got kryptonite. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess you could figure out how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever said the Hulk before. It's funny that you brought that one up. Everybody says Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, but the Hulk, that would be interesting to change into somebody else when you're angry. Like,
yeah,
that might be fun, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's your idol? Who do you look up to?
Oh boy. Can I say Taylor Swift?
Sure.
That's like for everything. But for soccer, I'd say Tobin Heath.
I don't know who that is.
Tobin Heath, she used to play for the Portland Thorns, and she was a forward. She's also number 17, which is what my number is.
Number 17.
And yeah, she just went through a whole knee surgery, and so I think and she's like still gonna play after, and she's super inspiring.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So what about a superpower? If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh boy. I think teleportation.
That's mine.
Yeah, be anywhere you want to be.
Yeah, some people say I want to be fast, and I'm like, well, you can't get any faster than teleporting. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that teleporting would be amazing. But then some people also say, I want to read minds, and I'm like, no, you don't.
No, that's the first thing that came to my head, and I was like, I don't actually want to know what people are thinking.
No, you don't. You don't. Last question, I'll get you out of here. I'm a senior in high school, pretend. I don't have a place to play soccer. Why should I come play soccer at LeGrand with you
guys? Because we're going to win the state championship this year.
That's it? Just We're going to win a state championship.
Yeah.
Eastern Oregon. She's LHS senior soccer player, Nora Cruz. I'm Dodzy. Nora, I appreciate you. Thanks, Nora. Appreciate it. This is brought to you by Buffalo Peak Golf Course. Go through Union, big blue sign on the right-hand side. Take a left, go up the hill, and go check out this spectacular 18-hole link-style course. Dana and his team are doing a great job. Eastern Oregon, I appreciate you. That's all I got for you. I'm Dodzy, and I'm out.